I make money online, and a lot of it, and I don't even work hard. I mean, look at this. I was just watching a show called Severance, which, by the way, if you've never watched Severance, is good. I recommend you for you to go watch it. But that's not what today's talk is about. What I want to tell you is how you can make money online without necessarily having to work hard, just like the way I do it. What most of you people tended to do wrong, and it's the exact same mistake that I did actually, is that you decide to pick a business where you have to show up on it on a daily basis for it to work. For example, what most of you do, you start an agency. This is exact same business that I started at first. I was like, I want to make money online, so I may as well just start an agency. Here's the problem with an agency. It doesn't go with my rule of thumb. My rule of thumb is I want to be only working 4 hours a week on the business and get to do whatever I want for the rest of the week. And starting an agency is not that type of business, because when you do start an agency, you have to show up on a daily basis to acquire clients, to get results for those clients, so eventually your business starts to grow. But the biggest obstacle when you first start an agency, or when you start a business where you have to show up on a daily basis to make sure it works, is that it could take months and months and months on end for it to actually yield in results. And when you get that first win, it will still take months and months to get the same results that you first got through that first phase within your business. That's not what I'm looking for. My goal is I want to be working on something where if I decide to skip a day or two of work, I'm still bringing in clients and I'm still making thousands of dollars. That's not what you can get with an agency, which is why when I first started an agency, I decided to shut that agency down, because I realized that I wasn't working 4 hours a week. I was working, I don't know, maybe like 8 hours a day to make sure it works. I don't like that. Again, like I mentioned, I like to do things my way. I like to sit down, watch Netflix shows and Apple TV shows, and go out and nap and yawn and do whatever the heck as I wish, whilst making sure that I am still bringing in clients that are paying me thousands of dollars, which is why you should always be working smart, not hard. The type of business that you should be running should revolve around you creating what I like to call high leverage assets that will help you bring in clients, that will help you do most of the work for you without you having to show up for it. So let's say, for example, imagine you have some money saved up. Instead of trying to acquire clients through manual outreach, why don't you run up ads? Sure, you have to make sure that your offer is good, that your messaging is good, that your ad creative is good. But when you take that time and focus just on creating good assets instead of just doing manual stuff, then guess what? Though that time that you're putting into creating assets will do most of the work for you and will do everything for you in the future. So you don't really have to worry about it. So it's like, I create something once, and then eventually it's gonna bring in not just one win, not just 2 wins, maybe 5, 6, 7 wins. That's the whole point. You have to be creating assets that do and create and bring in wins and wins and wins time after time after time without you having to show up for it on a daily basis to make sure it's operating the right way. But you may say, well, Yusuf, I don't have startup capital to invest into ads. Okay, that's fine. You can go ahead and create content. Instead of spending hours a day for the next 6 months trying to get clients manual outreaching people on Instagram, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, go out and create videos on YouTube. Whatever service you want to be selling, ideally should be around something that you have experience in. Whatever problem you're trying to help people solve, create videos around that, so then eventually the people start to come in. Because think about this. Imagine instead of just working months and months on end trying to acquire clients just for you to get a win and then have to wait somewhat of a similar time to get those same wins. Imagine if you could just work on assets, improve time after time after time. Sure, it could take 2 months to see the results come in, 3 months to see the results come in, but when it does come in, everything starts to come in right away. So it's not like I have to win for another win. It's like, no, if one video goes off, that's not just one client, that's not just 2 clients, that's 5, 6, maybe even 10 clients. And I say this because I've literally tested both. If you go back through my older videos, I literally spent money on ads to get clients from my advising business, which if you don't know, I run an anxiety advising business. I ran ads because I had the startup capital. However, I do the exact same thing with this channel. I don't have thousands and thousands of subscribers. I don't get thousands of views. If you go back through my videos, if you watch my videos, if you look at the numbers, I only have 700 and something subscribers. I only get, I don't know, like sometimes a few thousand views, sometimes a few hundred views. And guess what? People still come in and work with me. So it's not about big numbers. It's about creating assets that will do all the work for you on your behalf. Literally all I do is, just before this video, I was watching a show. I picked up my camera and I started to film. I'm gonna post this and somehow somebody watched this. Somebody's gonna sign up to work with me. You might think that, oh, this guy knows what he's talking about. I'm gonna work with him. I say this because I do this with every single video of mine. If you need my help creating your advising offer, getting attention for that offer, and creating assets that will help you bring in results without having you to work on the business on a daily basis, you can can check the link below. I have tons of testimonials and I want to see how I could help you do the exact same thing that I've done for my business and the exact same thing that I've helped dozens and dozens of other people do. But if not, I want you to know that when you run a business, focus on putting your time into creating assets, not doing manual work. What you probably do wrong is that you decide to trade your time in doing manual work instead of trading your time to creating assets. Doing manual outreach on a daily basis is not good work. Doing repetitive tasks on a daily basis is not gonna get you the results that you're looking for. But taking, let's say, an hour or two a day to come up with video ideas, that's good enough. And then taking perhaps another hour of your day to see how your previous videos performed, so then you can start to improve, that's gonna help. Because like I mentioned, it only takes one video with just 700 views, with just, I don't know, 1,000 views to get you your first client. So then imagine if you could take that same success and replicate it across multiple videos. You don't have one client, you don't have two clients. No, you're gonna have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 clients. The wins are just gonna be coming in one after one. And here's the good news. Sometimes you don't even need to work manually to come up with video ideas. Literally, AI is here for a reason. Matter of fact, I use AI to come up with video ideas every single time. Sometimes I'm not even bothered. I'm so lazy that I can't even think of video ideas myself. I sit down, I'm like, okay, I go on Cloudy AI. I tell Cloudy AI, I'm like, listen, this is the type of videos that I make. This is who I help. This is the problem that I help people solve. Give me a list of ideas. And they gave me a list of ideas. And I just start to just check which one could actually work for me. I'm like, oh, this one sounds interesting. Let me make a video about that. And I make a video about that. And I don't even worry if it gets views or not. Because eventually, somehow, some way, one video is gonna perform, I'm gonna get a client from it. Same thing with my ads. I take my time scripting and writing my ads with AI, so then my anxiety advising business gets clients without me having to worry about client outreach. Client acquisition comes in, it's delegated, it's automated. All I have to do is just deliver service, which is only 1 week at a time. Literally all I do is jump on advising sessions with my clients once a week, and I gave them work to do throughout the week. So then before each call, we go through that work and see where they're slacking, so then I could help them improve. That's all I do within my business. So if you're not working just 4 hours a week on your business and you're getting the results that you're wanting, then it's a complete sham. The business that you're running is a sham, and you should probably shut it down because it's not gonna get you your freedom. Because at the end of the day, what's the whole point of making money online and starting an online business if you're not doing it for freedom? I'm doing it for freedom. I don't give a shit about the money, but if it's gonna give me enough money for me to sit back and chill on my couch without having to worry where my next client is gonna come from, then guess what? I'll keep doing it because it's giving me what I want. So it's a win-win. So here's what you should be focusing on: creating assets that will do the client acquisition part for you, and working on a business only once a day to improve what's lacking in your business. So then eventually, when those assets start to bring in results, they're bringing results consistently and not just one win and then 6 months to wait for another win. Because like I mentioned, making money online is all about freedom.